You probably have limiting self beliefs and you don't even know that exists within your mind, body, and soul. So, the thing is, limiting self beliefs are something that has been instilled upon you while you were growing up in your early childhood days, your later childhood, and even throughout your teenage years. So, it's basically instilled by your parents, by the people around you, your friends, your relatives, your family members, or the elders in the society, your teachers, your caretakers, and everybody would have said some things saying that you cannot achieve this. This is impossible. You can only do this. Why? It's because we are not worthy of that. And yes, this exists. Now, all these things would have compounded inside your mind. And now, whenever you go try to do something new, all these limiting self beliefs come up and they're like, no, you cannot do that. You cannot achieve it. It's impossible. Have you seen where you come from? Have you seen your background? Do you really want to try this and fail? Now, these are the examples of certain limiting self beliefs that come up, especially when you want to try something new, or especially when you want to improve yourself or let go of even your past traumatic events that happened throughout your entire life. Now, why we have these limiting self beliefs is because while we are growing up, people around us, the society would have told certain things, and we subconsciously picked it up, and now it is registered in our subconscious mind. And whenever we go try to do something new, we have this fear of failing. It's not that the fear of trying something new; it's that we fear failing by trying something new, and we fear the judgment of other people. When I say this, look back to your childhood. Whenever you tried something new, you never really thought about failing. You did not have the fear of failing. You didn't have the fear of judgment. That was your natural state. Like the first time you learned how to walk, I mean, you didn't learn it in the first try, except that child prodigy who learned everything in the first try. I mean, most of us failed several times while learning how to walk, while learning how to ride a bicycle for the first time. We fell, we failed. And most of the times, even while learning a sport, like learning football, basketball, cricket, we didn't get good at the first try. Like we learned, we failed again and again. And one day, we just got good at it. And that's what, you know, is the process of getting good at something. This happens in our childhood. Like we are free from all this toxicity. We are free from our limiting self-beliefs. Our mind is fresh and young. Like we can, put our mind into anything. We're excited for the day and get stuff done. Now, as we grow up, we absorb these limiting self-beliefs. And now we have this fear of judgment. Like anybody who wants to learn a new instrument or learn how to cook at the age of 22, 25, 28, 35, 40, 42, first thing they think is it's too late. And second thing, I'm not that smart. I mean, and the third thing is I don't want to fail. Now, these are just excuses on the outside, but actually, when you come down to the iceberg, like that is the tip of the iceberg on the surface level. Like if you actually look at the depth, they have these limiting self beliefs because you can learn anything at any age. There's no excuse. I mean, it's because you have the fear of failing in public. You have the fear of other people judging you. Now, why didn't you have this fear while you were a child, while you were 4, 5, 6, 7 years old? It's because you were not programmed by the people around you. You did not have these limiting self beliefs. And that's why it is important to let go of these limiting self beliefs. So, this is exactly what I mean when I say limiting self beliefs. These are self beliefs that are limiting your potential, limiting your growth, and limiting the overall, achievement in your life. It's basically your own beliefs are blocking you from achieving your fullest potential. It's like you are blocking yourself. It's nobody else is outside is coming and judging you. Sometimes you may have toxic partners or toxic people in your environment who are telling no, you cannot do that. But if you set your mind into any task, and if you truly believe in yourself without your own inner demons and limiting self-beliefs coming and consuming you, if you are 100% motivated and determined on that goal, nobody can stop you. You can go achieve anything you want. Now, that's exactly what I mean when I say let go of your limiting self beliefs. because these limiting self-beliefs are connected to certain set of traumatic events. Now, you didn't really, one day wake up and take somebody else's opinion that, okay, mom said I cannot achieve this, dad said I cannot achieve this, and then you completely believed in it. No, it's because something would have happened. Let's say you were in class and you set out an answer, and the teacher told you're an idiot, and the whole class laughed at you. Now this creates an impression that, okay, I must listen to the people who are giving me advice. I must listen to elders. Now, a good part of it is, yes, you get better in life, you improve upon the weak points and the pain points that you have, but also at the same time, when the teacher shouts at you for just expressing yourself, you feel that anxiety within you. You're like, okay, next time I answer in class, the teacher is going to shout at me and people are going to laugh at me, so I am not going to answer it, because when I answer this, it causes danger. And then the teacher were told that you are an idiot. Now you kind of believe yourself that you are an idiot. Most of the times that's what happens. Like, all of us would have achieved good grades while we were in kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade. It's usually in the middle school that we kind of start screwing up, because so many years of teachers telling you that you're not good enough, that you must study harder, like you're dumb, you're idiot. Some teachers would really tell you that, and you kind of believe it yourself. It's like when you start believing the words that other people tell you, it creates a reality within your own existence, and you start manifesting it. And now you kind of believe that you are an idiot, you kind of believe that you're dumb, you kind of believe that you cannot do anything, you can't think straight. And that kind of reflects upon, like, you'll be having a conversation with your friends, and all of a sudden, like, words will come out of your mouth like, oh my god, I'm such an idiot, oh my god, I'm a dumb fuck. Like, you'll start cursing yourself. It's because of these limiting self-beliefs, which are connected to some traumatic events, some events which are not really pleasant, which are not really enjoyable. So all you have to do to let go of these limiting self-beliefs and have the ability to achieve anything that you want is to let go of the trauma that's connected to these limiting self-beliefs. And after you let go of that, you must instill new belief systems, and that's what I call reprogramming your subconscious mind. Now, I made an entire video about that. I'll link it in the description below and the pop-up card above. What's that? It's like basically reprogramming your subconscious mind with good belief systems, like you can achieve anything that you put your mind into, like you are amazing, you're awesome, like you can tell whatever you want. And then you must hold your frame. You must hold your state, like no matter what external circumstances happen, like no matter what people tell, that you have 100% confidence about yourself. You have 100% faith, hope, and determination on your goal, and you have 100% belief on you. You don't require anybody else's opinion or anybody else's thoughts, or you don't need anybody else's approval. Like, whatever they say, you don't really take it into your brain, you don't really take it into your mind. Like, you're completely in your state, and that's what I call being in state or holding your frame at any given point of time. And when you start doing all of this, and you start embodying this and working on it every single day, it's so easy to let go of these limiting self-beliefs, and you can get back to that childlike wonder, all that state that you had when you were a kid. Like, when you were a kid, every day was awesome. Like, you never looked at something and were like, that is so impossible. You never looked at a task and were like, man, I cannot achieve it. You accepted the fact that it was tough, but you never accepted the fact that it was impossible. You always knew that if you put your effort, you can achieve it. And you never really had this immense crippling anxiety that kind of held you down, telling that you cannot achieve this, you cannot do this. So when you do all these steps, if you follow all these, you have the ability to get back to that childlike state, and life essentially becomes wonderful. So hope that helps. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.